Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 2025 Class 2A Regional Championship match here at Jerry Sloan Gymnasium inside of Hamilton County High School. Alongside Cole Carter, I'm Jason Craig. We welcome you, and we have got a dandy for you tonight as the Lady Bulldogs will take on the Lady Eagles of Newton. And we're just going to jump right in, and Cole, 3 is going to be a magical number, and it works a lot of different ways. And the first one we'll talk about is Lady Bulldogs looking for consecutive regional championship number 3.
Yeah, and that's a pretty uncontested thing, no matter the sport. I mean, it's tough to win a regional, whether it's volleyball, basketball, cross country. It's tough to win playoff games in football. So, this is something that you can't always take lightly, can't always take for granted, but appreciate what's been a really nice run, really great run here for the Lady Bulldogs.
And another way that number 3 comes into play tonight is these two teams will be facing off for the 3rd time this year. Lady Bulldogs have defeated Newton twice. They did it once on August 30th and then in a 3-set thriller back on September 15th. And if you've been around sports, you know it's very difficult to beat a team 3 times in the same season.
It is, and again, regardless of the sport. And, you recall back to that second meeting they had in September, that was a 3-set thriller, and Carmi walked out of there barely alive. And I know that came after, I believe they had a weekend tournament. I believe that was after the Benton tournament, and they had a span of 17 matches in 2 weeks, something along those lines. So they were a little bit fatigued, but, one thing the girls say about this Newton team is they are scrappy, and those are always the tough teams to get by, especially in postseason time, because you're going to get everything they have, and you can't really ever fall asleep on them.
Well, summarizing up Thursday night's action, Carmi-White County kind of made their way through only 25-14, 25-7. Second set, really not much of competition, but apparently the showcase, the matinee game, if you will, that night, Newton and Hamilton County had a heck of a ball game. Newton got by 30-28, 25-23. And like you mentioned, when you got to Hamilton County, a very scrappy team this year, Newton, you got to kind of wonder how much do they have in the tank even though they've had a day off.
Yeah, that was a little surprising. I thought Newton might win that more handily with Hamilton County, being down a couple of gals. But again, it's regional time on their home floor. They gave them a fight, but this is a Carmi team that Newton lost to in the sectional championship last year, if you recall, in Fairfield. So they might have a little bit of revenge or bad blood in their mouth from that loss last season. So, again, we talked to Chris Lucas after the game on Tuesday, and he said if they play like they did at times on Tuesday, they're going to have a hard time tonight. They won. Second set was pretty handily, but they're in that first set. They struggled at times. So they're going to have to come out and play pretty flawless against this Newton team that, again, they're scrappy and they could sneak up on you.
And another asset that Newton has that has kind of given Carmi fits throughout the year, they definitely have height. They've got a handful of kids listed at least 5'9" or taller, and we've talked about it all year long. Height does provide an issue for Carmi at times.
Yeah, 2 girls at 5'10", 1 at 5'11", and a couple at 5'9". Carmi's got height. They have all season long, but they really haven't faced that many teams that have height. But you always will come October, November, and so a great way to get used to some of the teams they're going to see. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks they're going to have some tall girls. But, yeah, Newton's going to have some height up there at the net.
Well, and the winner tonight gets the weekend off. They will go to Benton on Tuesday for the sectional semifinal, and they will get the winner of the Carterville-Murfreesboro contest this evening. Doing a little research and everything based on the top 20 teams in Class 2A as of Monday this week. Only one got knocked out on Tuesday, and that was Pinckneyville. And then we take a look here at the cheat sheet that I put time and effort and colored ink into. And
colored ink, wow.
You really take a look here, and we mentioned it a little bit on Tuesday. Carmi got about the best draw that they could. They're attached to the Clinton sectional, and they've got the pathway to do it. But when you take a look at that Westland, there are 5 teams in the top 20 fighting for a spot to get out of that. That we said bloodbath, and we're going to stick to that term.
Yeah, you talk about just getting a good bounce in terms of the regional, and a lot of that had to do with location. They're probably a little bit too far away to fall in that Trenton Westland sectional. But just got a good bounce there. And again, you can only play who's in front of you. And so rather that be, an easier path, if you will. Really, there's no easy path come postseason time, but for sure they dodged a couple of bullets in terms of some of the top 20, 15, 10 teams in the state that they might not see, hopefully, until a couple of weeks from now.
And just to give you a little glimpse into the pathway, again, the winner tonight will get either Carterville or Murfreesboro. If they get through that, they will either see Massac County, DuQuoin, Fairfield, or Benton. And Carmi does have some experience with those teams on the other side of the bracket.
Yeah, it's one of the good things about, getting your non-conference schedule pretty beefed up, playing in some tournaments. You're going to see some of these teams, and you have film on some of these teams to figure out what you can do against them when you see them come postseason play.
And a real quick rundown for our neighbors in Class 1A. Edwards County, North City got through. They are playing for titles tonight. Sisney gets the honor of playing NCOE over at Elkville this evening. Goreville will take on Steelville at Sparta. The winners of those two will match up. Trico will take on Cobden at Cobden. And then Edwards County will get Wayne City down at Thompsonville. And that could be a very interesting sectional championship matchup there with Edwards County and NCOE on opposite sides.
That's going to be one to watch. And we talked about just how competitive 1A volleyball really is. You mentioned Wayne City. I know Carmi took care of them. Sisney also a solid 1A school. So I really think it's North City and Edwards County and then everybody else. But some of those other schools that we mentioned, you really can't overlook them. Come postseason time, you never know what can happen. You have a team sneak up on you, and that will be interesting to watch, see how that 1A postseason sectional plays out.
So Newton finishing up their pregame. We're going to go ahead and step aside. We'll take a break, and then when we come back, we're going to have regional championship action for you between Newton and Carmi White County in about 3 minutes.
Welcome to Pro Rehab Carmi, where our passion is getting you back to life faster. It is our privilege to walk with you every step of the way using evidence-based treatments specifically created just for you. Whether it's sports, general orthopedics, or pelvic floor rehab, you are in the right hands. Your results are worth fighting for, and our team fights for you.
Call 384-7872 or visit Pro Rehab on Main in Carmi and get back to life faster. Have those potholes taken their toll on your vehicle?
Is your ride a little bumpy or pulling to one side?
The good folks at Cherry Street Automotive want to make sure your drive is a pleasant and safe one.
The pros will check your wheel alignment, shocks and struts, and hook you up with the perfect set of tires for your car, truck, or SUV.
With more than 800 tires in stock, you can count on Cherry Street Automotive for all your tire needs.
When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive.
Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. From cabinets and flooring, doors and paint, lumber and hardware, to shingles and siding. Knowledgeable and friendly staff that have your back on all those home projects and even deliver to your door. So before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber for the woods, the goods, and the know-how. Visit Carmi Lumber, North 3rd Street in Carmi and carmilumber.net.
Taylor Eye Care in Carmi understands that you and your family's eyes deserves more than just a quick checkup. They take the time to get it right because your vision is their priority. From kids to grandparents, glasses to contact lenses, surgery consultation to emergency eye care, Taylor Eye Care handles it all with customized one-on-one attention. Visit TaylorEyeCare.com or call 382-4683 and experience excellence in eye care. Big city services in a small town. That's Butch & Associates CPAs, providing superior client services to folks here at home and across the U.S. Taxes, bookkeeping, accounting, and audit services, plus full-service consulting. At Butch & Associates CPAs, it's your journey backed by our commitment. Visit Butch.com to learn more or contact us today.
Welcome back to Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. Cole Carter, Jason Craig with you. And we're getting ready to get underway here. Lady Eagles of Newton come in with a record of 21-15 on the year. They finished second in the Little Illini Conference. They finished in a tie with Mount Carmel, but their mathematical tiebreakers, they finished second. Don't know what they are, but they are what they are.
LIC's weird, man.
Head coach Jill Kistner has a handful of upperclassmen, in particular seniors. Heidi Bierman is an outside middle hitter. One of the towers at 5'9", leads the team in kills, digs, and aces. We'll hear her name a lot tonight, along with the Jocelyn pitcher, another 5'9" middle. She leads the team in blocks. Carmi getting their starting lineup announced.
Hopefully in the correct order tonight.
Yes. And just by looking, it doesn't look like any changes.
Addie Corson is getting the nod tonight. But Newell's still the libero.
Take this opportunity to shout out the watch party going on at the Carmi Elks tonight. We appreciate you watching. We're more than happy to present the action for you guys.
Again, our hope and plan is to video stream all of the postseason matches for the Lady Bulldogs all the way up until normal. That's the plan.
We've done it for the past couple years. Why not a third year? Not very often you see both teams wearing the whites, but it is what it is.
It's a good thing there's a net in between.
Newton, normally predominant blue-orange, Florida Gatorish. Carmi traditionally maroon and white. Carmi student section has traveled pretty decent tonight. Superman is in attendance.
Say Clark Kent down there leading the student section chants. It's a little bit different for Carmi in terms of regional site. If you recall 2 years ago, they had to go all the way up to Lawrenceville for their regional, and then last year playing at home. So nice short little drive and a good turnout. Those that made it in person, of course, we appreciate those watching at home. Should be a fun one.
Looks like Carmi will serve first. And Jaya Smith will have the honor. And the regional championship is underway. Nice dig by Smith, and nobody follows after it. And Newton strikes first, 1-0.
Coming out hot, and it was a great dig by Jaya Smith, but Caroline, you saw her coming out of bounds here to get ready to receive a pass, but nobody there to help Smith again.
And an errant serve receive gives Newton the early 2-0 advantage.
Well, talking to some of the girls this morning, they were, I wouldn't say concerned, but they knew that Newton's a really good serving team, and it would have to be pretty good, pretty stout with their serve receiving tonight.
Isabel Meinhardt serves number 3. This one gets up to Addie Elliott. Simmons tips it in the corner and finds her first kill of the night. As Amy Scholl couldn't cover it. Side out, Lady Bulldogs.
That's just great awareness there by Caroline, getting up in the air and seeing what area is open. We'll drop it in and get Carmi on the board.
Graceland Johnson back to serve for the maroon and white. Up to Scholl. And that ball is called in. A nice swing by Stella Shackman. And Newton leads at 3-1.
And Newton definitely has gathered momentum here in the early going.
Good dig again by Smith. Here's Simmons in the middle, tipped it, covered this time by Bierman, and she'll take a rip and off Newell out of bounds. And Newton has jumped out 4-1.
They just got the fire right now, and Carmi a little slow starting out. And again, this is one of those teams where you don't want to let them gather a large lead early.
Shackman with the jump serve, gets the ace. And Chris Lucas has seen enough. It's time for a pro-hab timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic continues to be there to meet the needs of White County. Nurse practitioner Katherine Adams is accepting new patients at the Carmi Family Clinic location at 1112 Oak Street. Whether it's routine visits or acute needs, the dedicated care team is there to ensure wellness for the entire family. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinic, the care you need when and where you need it, close to home. To schedule an appointment, call 618-382-5030.
Citizens National Bank of Albion, proud supporter of local athletes and your most trusted financial partner.
Setting the standard in banking excellence for more than 80 years.
Citizens has the latest financial tools and technologies to help you score big.
And a team you can rely on for personal attention and outstanding service.
Visit CNB online at cnbalbion.com or your local Crossville location and see what sets them apart.
No better banking with Citizens National Bank of Albion. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And the timeout works as Shackman hits it long side out Carmi. 5-2. Lady Eagles lead it. And that will put Addie Elliott back to serve.
No surprise that Coach Lucas used a timeout there to try to wake his girls up. Again, Newton just got all the momentum right now.
Callie Winter checks in, and we have an ace.
That's a great response to the Lady Bulldogs out of the timeout. Get a service error in your favor, and you get an ace right back in at 5-3.
Elliott surveys the field and fires away. And the set from Wagner, tipped, blocked, covered out of the net by Ryder. Here's Simmons off the block, covered by the Eagles. A dig by Simmons back over. Another opportunity for Newton. They're going to go to offhand, and that's covered by Elliott. Smith back set to Simmons. Takes a little off and finds the hole in the donut. And the Lady Bulldogs have climbed back in it. They only trail by one, 5-4.
That's twice now where Caroline has taken some heat off of it in midair, seeing where the defense is at, and finding the hardwood.
Elliott. And again, another opportunity for Carmi. Free ball. Here's Smith up to Elliott. Out wide, Simmons takes a little off, and they tie it up. 5-all.
Great response for Carmi White County out of the timeout. Little 4-0 run to tie it up. Try to get momentum back on their side.
Elliott with the line shot. Wagner kicks it out wide to Probst, covered by Simmons. Elliott's going to go back. Simmons off the net, goes cross court. Opportunity for Newton. Quick middle, and that's long. As pitcher hits it deep, and Carmi has their first lead of the night, 6-5.
Yeah, 5-0 run here out of the timeout.
Here's Wagner. Back set to Bierman, blocked by Simmons and Ryder. Winter bumps it to Elliott. Back set to Simmons. Blocked at the net. Simmons keeps it alive. One time over, blocked by Ryder, dug by Simmons. Ryder again, good deep corner. Nice dig by the libero. And Newton can't get it over. Nice play by both sides.
It was a great job by Caroline twice, getting it sent right back and just having the awareness to throw a hand up there and keep it alive. Good rally by both sides. 6-0 run now for Carmi.
And now it goes into the deep corner. Schaefer gets it out wide, and that is long again. As Probst goes long, and Newton wants the timeout. That's a pro rehab timeout. We're back in 30.
I'm Nancy J. Winter, CPA. We believe in family values, even in the world of finance, because every financial decision impacts your family. For all the milestones in your life, our team is here to maximize your savings, minimize your taxes, and help you plan for a prosperous future.
Visit Nancy J. Winter, CPA in Carmi for tax planning, saving for college, retirement planning, and the expertise to help get you where you want to be. Learn more at nancyjwintercpa.com or call 382-2364. Nancy J. Winter, CPA, where you're treated like family.
Welcome back to Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. Cole Carter, Jason Craig with you. Lady Bulldogs have dug themselves out of a 5-1 hole to lead 8-5. And you definitely can feel the momentum shift here. And it's all been with the serving of Addie Elliott to get it started.
Yeah, that was exactly the response that Chris Lucas was looking for out of the timeout. 7-0 run here for Carmi-White County.
And Newton has gone to 4 in serve receive now as they pushed Wagner, the setter, back. So Elliott's serving has made notice for the defensive realignment. Now here's Wagner out wide. Probst gets blocked. Here's Elliott out wide to Simmons. Takes a little off, blocked at the net, tips it over. Newton keeps it alive. Out wide, another shot, and that was a nice rip there by Bierman. Smith got a hand on it, but it goes up into the rafters.
Bierman was part of that early run there for Newton. Giant did a good job earlier in digging those out, but that ball bounced into the second level here at Jerry Sloan.
That'll put Bierman back to serve. Newton trailing 8-6. Nice receive by Smith. Here's Simmons in the middle, takes a rip, and that's a kill.
Well, that started with a great serve receive by Jaya Smith. Again, this Newton team, Carmi knows they can serve really well. Jaya did a great job of digging that out. Caroline another kill.
Simmons back to serve, her team leading 9-6. And they go with Schaefer, the libero. Wagner, back set, covered, free ball coming over to Newton. Wagner, quick set middle, tipped, blocked by Ryder. She keeps it alive. Smith takes a rip, and we're going to have Newton in the net. So far, Cole, the Lady Bulldogs have played fantastic ball at the net, keeping everything alive.
Yeah, we knew the height was going to play a factor, but Tori Ryder and Callie Winter have been able to combat that height at the net.
Bierman. And Newton, nice play to keep it alive. Back set, here comes Smith off the block down.
Now, Jaya Smith is heating up both in the receive department and the attack department. Carmi, all of a sudden you look up and it's a 5-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs.
Well, Newton had their 5-point opportunity. Let's see what Carmi can do with theirs. Bierman. And a free ball coming. That's going to be long. As Allie Herman tried to push it all the way into the deep corner, but too far, and Carmi has their lead, doubled up Newton 12-6.
And she had the right idea going for that back right corner, but you could tell as soon as it left her hand, just way too strong.
And Simmons gets the ace.
It's an avalanche right now for Carmi-White County.
Newton calls their final timeout. We'll be back in 30.
Great teamwork is no accident.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop salute the area athletes.
Just as in sports, the team at Hale Body Shop work together to make sure you get your car back as quickly as possible.
When it comes to collision repair, more and more people choose the team way out there on Possum Road.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi.
David and the gang are proud supporters of area athletes. Well,
Well, they say journalism is a picture. And the Macy's Day Parade has arrived here at Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. The land of the inflatables have arrived. Better late than never.
I mean, you always get all these theme nights for the student section. I just like Halloween. Just show up in your best costume.
Without a doubt.
And they're going to have to stand over there in the corner, not enough room.
And they have cornered the principal, Connie Leakey, over there. Action resumes, and a free ball is going to be coming over to Carmi. Simmons covers. Elliott goes out wide. Jaya Smith tipped it wide, and that goes outside the antenna. And Carmi is on a 13-1 run.
And I think that tap by Jaya might have been going out of bounds. But pitcher just trying to send it back over and hit it out of bounds.
14-6. Schaefer gets it up to Wagner. Here's Bierman from the backcourt, covered by Elliott. Simmons back set. Jaya Smith finds a hole. Nice play by Wagner to keep it alive. Elliott is going to go outside. Jaya Smith down the line. Sends a message.
Jaya Smith is on fire in this first set. A great job by Newton. That first kill attempt I thought was down. They kept it alive, but good luck stopping that fastball on that second attempt.
15-6. And Simmons puts it in the net. That'll stop a 14-2 run. A much-needed run for Carmi as they came out of the gates rather shaky.
Yeah, just the perfect response. It was 5-1 Newton. They had all the momentum, and you could tell Carmi has just sucked that momentum out of the blue.
This is Paige Wagner back to serve for Newton. Received by Simmons. Elliott is going to go wide. Smith has to dump it in. Opportunity for Newton. Harriman blocked. Free ball coming to Carmi. And a little miscommunication there by Carmi on the free ball.
Yeah, Newell and Winter that time both went for it. Both had to dive for it. Winter hit it, and with it going backwards, where Newell would have been if she didn't dive, nobody was there.
15-8 here in set number one. Elliott to Smith off the net, blocked off the block out of bounds. Meinhardt was there, went off her right hand and out of bounds.
So we'll see Addie Corson come in and go back to the service line.
16-8. Lady Bulldogs on top. Here's Wagner. Back set attack covered by Simmons. Elliott out wide. Jaya Smith again gets another kill. And the senior is putting it on her shoulders tonight.
As you knew they would, this group of seniors, arguably the most talented senior class in Lady Bulldog volleyball history. They're not ready for the season to be over yet.
Wagner, Meinhardt blocked by Taylor. Here's Winter off the net, goes deep. Covered there by Schaefer. Back corner covered by Elliott. Simmons, opportunity for Smith, and she just cranked it wide.
She is human.
And that is going to put Probst back to serve. Newton trailing 17-9 here, set number one. Newell, opportunity for Newton. Quick set, there's Hireman, blocked by Taylor and Winter. Simmons back set to Smith, wall block covered by Simmons. Elliott will go middle, Taylor gets it down through the wall.
Well, you've got football games that are won at the line of scrimmage. This is a volleyball match that's being won at the net. I mean, both teams going back and forth, trading blocks. Just a great job by Carmi reacting and keeping it alive.
Callie Winter back to serve for the Lady Bulldogs. Quick set out wide. Dug by Simmons. Elliott dumps it over in two and gets the kill.
What a heads-up play by Addie Elliott. We saw Lauren Brzezinski do that a couple of times last year. Everybody in the gym thinks you're going to set somebody up, and a little boom to the other side.
10-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs, 19-9. Set by Shook, and that is wide. That's going to go off the block.
Yep.
And Nora Taylor will come in the contest for Carmi. And Herman back to serve for Newton. Covered by Smith. They're going to go right to Jaya Smith. Blocked this time, covered by Elliott. Here's a Bierman. Covered by Simmons. Jaya Smith again with a rip and gets it inside the back line.
Well, it was a great job earlier in the point when Jaya got blocked the first time. Addie Elliott, right place, right time, was ready for it to keep it alive. Lady Bulldogs win the race to 20.
20-10. And Newton will get it over. Opportunity for the Lady Bulldogs. Out wide, here's Caroline Simmons. She's covered. Out wide, Bierman. That's long. 21-10.
Again, Newton might just be waiting for this first set to end so they can kind of reset.
Newton does not have any timeouts left. Free ball over to Carmi. Elliott goes middle. Here's Taylor off the block, down. And Carmi stepping on the gas pedal, 22-10.
Just what a run, what a response for Carmi out of the timeout. They've played nearly flawless since that run started when it was 5-1.
Smith goes deep. Set by Scholl. Here's Bierman. Finds the hole. Simmons laid out but couldn't save it. Side out, Lady Eagles. That'll put Meinhardt back to serve for Newton.
On that same note for Carmi, though, you don't want to let Newton in this set on a positive note. Get these next 3 points, put it away.
Smith with the receive. Simmons off the net. Opportunity for Newton. Scholl goes middle. That's long. As pitcher got underneath it. And you're right, Cole. I think Newton's just say, let's just get to the next set.
Yep. See, they can try to find that momentum they had at the beginning of this first set.
Johnson back to serve for Carmi. And we're going to have Newton in the net as it appears Scholl slid right into it trying to set it. And it is set point for Carmi, 24-11. And the Carmi faithful get up. And that's a good swing and attack there by Shackman. And Shackman earns the right to try to serve this thing out. Her team trails 24-12. Jump serve goes deep, covered by Simmons. Elliott at the net, and she is blocked by Bierman. Kind of got handcuffed on the pass.
Again, you see, you don't want Newton to get too much momentum, even if they drop this first set.
Smith up to Elliott again on the net. Simmons off the tape. Opportunity for Newton. Scholl's going to go out wide. Bierman's blocked at the net, and Elliott can't save it. And you're right, Cole. Newton hanging around, getting a little more confidence here. It's a 10-point contest, 24-14.
Yeah, these last 3 or 4 points has been kind of best case scenario for Newton. They know they're not going to win the first set. Just trying to get as many points as they can, get their confidence back.
Simmons to Elliott. Here's Simmons, puts it down. Set 1 goes to the Lady Bulldogs. 25-14, Carmi halfway there to their 3rd consecutive regional championship. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll have second set action for you in 2 minutes.
Hey football fans, it's Matt Rice from Rice Motor Company in Carmine. We're proud supporters of Bulldog Athletics and want to help you make the perfect play from the driveway to the highway. Make the winning drive in a new Chevy Traverse or go the distance and score big on comfort with the GMC Acadia. There won't be any fumbles with these vehicles, just smooth handling all season long. Rice Motor Company in Carmine, your hometown dealer since 1931 and proudly supporting another year of CWCHS Bulldog football. Go Dogs!
At the First National Bank, we're proud to be a part of this community, serving you with dedication and a smile.
Our team is here to support you, offering financial solutions to meet your needs.
Whether saving for your future, financing your dreams, or managing your everyday banking, we're here to help.
Thank you for choosing the First National Bank.
And as proud supporters of our local teams,
we wish you the best of luck this season.
The First National Bank, your local bank, supporting our local athletes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Roark Transport in Carmine, driving the distance, delivering the difference. Commercial or residential, anhydrous, propane and fuel, rock, dirt, and lime, parking lots and driveways. And farmers can depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. Remember, Roark Transport for your next job or your next haul. Fast and dependable, your best move in transportation. Call Roark Transport at 618-265-3665. That's 265-3665.
Hi Bulldog fans, this is Kyle Hosick, your local country financial representative serving all of White County with offices in Carmine and now Enfield. My business's core values focus on educating our current and future clients on current market trends while operating with the utmost integrity and providing a level of service excellence you won't find anywhere else. I want to wish all the athletes and coaches a safe and winning season. Come see me, Kyle Hosick, at one of our office locations and see why my team is different. Come experience more, come experience excellence.
Colt Carr, Jason Craig back with you here at Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. The Lady Bulldogs win set number 1 over Newton 25-14. Some quick updates from Class 1A action. NCOE didn't mess around. They've already defeated Sisney 25-13, 25-8. And Edwards County has won the first set in their match against Wayne City 25-15.
No surprise there. Like I said, 1A volleyball is pretty stout. And those two teams there at the top, wouldn't be shocked that they're seeing each other next Thursday.
Take a look around in Class 2A. Fairfield has defeated Benton 25-17, 25-18.
Wow. They must have got an early start. They start at 6?
I believe so. And nothing else standing out. Bloomington Central Catholic, the number 2 team in Class 2A, beat Tri-Valley, so that's coming to fruition. Massac wins set number 1 over DeCoin, 25-15. So we get ready for set number 2 here at Hamilton County High School. And Allie Herman will serve first. And Newell gets it up to Elliott. Here's Simmons. Covered by Schaefer. Out wide, here's Bierman, and she gets her first kill and gets out of the gate.
And Newton starting the second set like they did the first set. And again, Jason, I was a little concerned with how Newton ended that first set. No matter how bad things were there in the middle, they've got their confidence back.
And a service error results in a tie contest, 1-all, as Callie Winter will check in. And they're having a conversation about the net players on the service side with their hands up, blinding. That's part of the game. That's like grabbing a jersey in the post. Elliott goes deep. Here's Scholl. Sent over by Meinhardt. Elliott runs, gets a nice bump set. Simmons down the line. Ryder keeps it alive. Simmons out of the net. Elliott shoots it into the corner. Nice play by the Lady Bulldogs. Here's Shackman, and she can't convert. Side out Carmine.
Newton fans were pleading for a lift there when Ryder was on the ground and kept it alive, but no avail.
2-1 Carmine here in set number 2. Scholl sits out wide to Bierman. Blocked by Callie Winter. The Tower of Power.
We knew Winter and Ryder were going to have their hands full, and they have answered the call. Those two have played tremendous at the net.
Winter has come into her own this season. Elliott attacks the libero. Here's Scholl. They're outside the Meinhardt, covered by Elliott. Newell bumps it over. Simmons still with the attack. Newton covers. Here comes Bierman. Blocked by Ryder.
Thing one and thing two.
And Carmi has jumped out 4-1. Scholl to Bierman, tipped it over, covered by Elliott. Smith back set to Simmons. Blocked at the net, tipped over, another opportunity for Carmi. Smith goes to Simmons on the tape. Cross court, hits the line. Nice shot by Simmons.
Perfect placement by Caroline. Went right for that far sideline, able to get it.
Carmi on a 5-0 run. Up to Scholl. Here comes Bierman. That hit the antenna. And Newton needs a timeout. We'll take a pro rehab timeout. We'll be back in 30.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
Six to 1. Carmi-White County leading Newton here in set number 2. Again, surfing around what they call the World Wide Web, looking for scores.
You're a little disappointed, aren't you? No excitement?
No upsets. You got to have upsets. It's what the postseason's all about. Play resumes. And Charles blocked. Free ball coming for Carmi. Smith's going to set it up. Elliott, middle to Ryder, dumps it down and got it. 7-0 run for the Lady Bulldogs.
And just an avalanche, just like it was in that middle part of the first set. Newton just has no answers.
Elliott with the jump serve. Goes right at Schaefer. And Shackman is blocked at the net by Ryder. And we talked about this the other night, Cole. Ryder makes herself known in the postseason.
You just can't hit it over her, can't hit it around her. You got to go through her, and good luck with that.
Scholl will shoot it over in 2 and hits it right into the tape. And that is going to get a substitution in. That looks like it's going to be Malaya Miller, sophomore setter, try to break the momentum of this 9-0 run by Carmi. And Miller goes to work out the Bierman, offset, covered by Smith. Elliott goes out wide. Here comes Simmons, puts it down. And you see a lot of eyes rolling, going to the ceiling on Newton's side.
And we thought with the way that Newton ended the first set, the way they started the second set, okay, they've got their confidence back, but I think it's gone now.
And Elliott serves it 10 feet long. 2 service errors by Elliott and Simmons tonight, and that's it.
That's about the only 2 things they've done wrong.
That'll put Meinhardt back to serve for Newton. Received by Smith, and Smith with the miss-hit. Opportunity for Carmi still. Off the net, Winter puts it in play. Scholl is going to go backside to Shackman, and Newell tried to dig it. That may have been long.
And when it's coming at you that fast, it's hard to tell. You know, they're in the back line if it's going to be in or out.
10-3, Lady Bulldogs lead it. Smith up to Elliott. They go middle. Here's Simmons through the three-man block, down. And Carmi's starting to click on all cylinders. Simmons with the jump serve. Up to Scholl. Quick to Bierman, dumps it over. Elliott covers. Simmons will go middle. Ryder punches it up, keeps it alive. Here's Smith off the block, covered by Bierman. They go right back to her in the strong hand, off the net. Off Newell, keeps it alive. Here's Simmons on the back line, and nobody home.
A great job by Ella Newell, just do whatever she could to keep that alive. And again, great placement by Caroline. Nobody there in the back row to return that one, and you could tell Newton just kind of running out of energy, running out of answers.
12-3. And it will be an ace for Simmons. And Newton wants a timeout. We'll take a pro rehab timeout. We'll be back in 30.
When the Carmi White County Bulldogs hit the field, they play with heart, hustle, and hometown pride. At the Jordan Funeral Group, we're proud to stand behind them. Supporting our team means supporting our community. Whether it's game day or one of life's tougher moments, we're here to walk beside you. Call 618-382-5222 to learn more about Campbell Funeral Home and Stendeback Funeral Home. The Jordan Funeral Group, always on your team, always by your side.
Cole Carter, Jason Craig back with you here at Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. 13-3 is your score here in set number 2. Carmi White County leading Newton. Lady Bulldogs took the first set 25-14. The winner gets a date with Carterville or Murphysville on Tuesday at Benton, slated to start at 6 o'clock. And as one fan just texted me, she believes everything is going swimmingly right now for the Lady Bulldogs.
Swimmingly? I like that word.
Caroline Simmons with the jump serve. Up to Scholl. And Shackman gets it through.
Jaya Smith tried blocking that one that time, able to stop it, but laying on the Carmi side of the net.
Well, Newton has burned both timeouts. They're going to have to do it all through substitution and rallies. As Shackman serves it deep, Simmons with the receive. Elliott goes out wide. Jaya Smith down the line.
Jaya Smith continues to tear it up here tonight. Carmi's lead back to 10.
Wagner comes back in the set for the Lady Eagles. Corson back to serve for Lady Bulldogs. Here's Bierman off the tape, dug out by Elliott. Out wide, here's Winter. And Winter picks up a kill in the offhand.
Callie Winter, we talked about, has really found her place in this team as the season's gone along, and they're going to rely on her a lot next year.
They most certainly will. 15-4. Wagner with the serve. Out wide the Probst. Dug by Simmons. And Taylor with the dump kill down the sideline. Simmons almost got decapitated back there.
Audrey seeing where the defense was going. Was able to push it where they weren't.
16-4. Floating serve. Newton plays it. Bierman gets it over. Opportunity for Carmi. Simmons in the set row. Here's Jaya Smith off the block. Covered by Schaefer. Out wide Wagner. Here's Bierman and finds the back line. You're not going to keep her quiet very long.
Just wonder that, Newton hasn't gone in her direction a whole lot tonight. Really kind of a big part why they're in this hole. Haven't had much offensively.
So Bierman back to serve. Her team trails 16-5. And Smith keeps it alive, gets the set from Simmons, and she'll get another kill. Tough angle on the set and makes something out of nothing, and Carmi is rolling.
There's not much that isn't going Carmi's way right now, and just nothing Newton can do.
Callie Winter back to serve. And serves it in the net.
And there's one thing Carmi hasn't done perfect on. Maybe too many service errors, but that's just nitpicking.
Schaefer back to serve for the Lady Eagles.
We got a timeout.
And they were wanting to make sure they were in position, and the down official didn't recognize the top official blew the whistle.
At least the lineup's right.
Here's Elliott, back set. Jaya Smith puts it on the line.
It was going to be close from our view up here. And they've got these backline officials here in the postseason. He had a good view of it.
18-6. Free ball coming to Carmi. Taylor with the bump. Elliott goes right back to Taylor. Taylor blocked, dug by Elliott. Simmons comes over, and we're going to have Newton in the net. And Newton cannot buy a break.
Well, and Carmi's done so well tonight on defending the block. I mean, every time Carmi has gotten blocked, there's been somebody there at the bottom of it waiting for it to ricochet.
19-6. And that's Herman gets it through the Taylor block. Side out, Lady Eagles. Here's Probst with the jump serve. Simmons with the receive. Ellie goes right back to Simmons. And that is a kill. Nice effort there by Schaefer, the libero.
Only so much you can do when that ball is a heat-seeking missile coming right at you. Carmi again wins the race to 20.
Lady Bulldogs 5 points away from their third consecutive regional. Graceland Johnson back to serve. And they go at Schaefer. Here's Scholl. Tip set over. Johnson keeps it alive. Free ball coming to Newton. Scholl goes out wide. Covered by Simmons. Elliott right back to Simmons. Simmons. And they're going to call Scholl for the lift or double hit. 21-7. Out wide, covered by Simmons. She'll get the set, puts it over, and finds the hole again. 3 points away.
Just nothing Carmi can't do right now. I think Newton's waving the white flag.
22-7. Johnson with the serve. Schaefer with the receive. Scholl goes out wide to Shackman and finds the back line.
Good job by Shackman there. Carmi defense creeping up, and we'll get that back corner, and You look at these seniors for Newton, they've got 5 of them on the roster. Just want them to have some sort of positive note to end their career on.
This Probst with the serve, Herman serve, and Elliott comes away with it. And the ball will go back to Carmi, 23-8. Here's Elliott. Schaefer gets it up to Scholl. They go out wide. Here's Bierman, blocked by Winter. They'll try Bierman again. This time Bierman gets it through. Bierman has had to earn all her kills tonight. 23-9. Here's Meinhardt, received by Smith. Free ball coming to Newton. Meinhardt gets it up to Scholl. Here's Shackman, blocked. They go out wide. Here's Bierman off the block. And Newton gets the 10.
And Carmi just having a hard time putting this one away. I like the first set. Let Newton score some points there at the end.
Elliott goes middle to Simmons, and Simmons hits it long.
I'm just reading Chris Lucas's lips saying, finish strong, guys. Obviously, you don't want to get too worried when you're still up by 12.
Here's Elliott. They're going to go middle. Simmons puts it down. Match point for the Lady Bulldogs. And Caroline Simmons will have the honor. The Carmi faithful come to their feet here at Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. Simmons with the serve. Scholl out wide. Here's Bierman. Long, and Carmi is a three-peat. Lady Bulldogs win it 25-14, 25-11, their third consecutive regional championship. They will advance to the sectional semifinal on Tuesday. They will get the winner of Carterville, Murfreesboro going on as we speak. A tremendous effort against a quality team, and they showed why they were the regional champions.
Yeah, and Newton's a really good squad, but Carmi, besides a couple of early hiccups in each set, that was about as flawless of game as they've played all season long. And Jason, they have found their stride at the right time.
The AD, Clint Weinmiller, will present the plaque and the game ball. And that will be win number 35 on the year. Take a short break. We come back. Everybody's getting the cameras and cell phones out. We'll have a little discussion. We'll try to find some updated scores for you and try to catch head coach Chris Lucas. You've been watching the 2025 Class 2A Regional Championship here on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Huck's Market is proud to support Bulldogs athletics for the 2025-26 school year. Head into Huck's to get your essentials, or better yet, use Huck's online ordering in the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty app to get your favorites delivered. Feed the family with their famous Cluck's fried chicken or delicious Godfather's pizza. And don't forget to wash it down with an ice-cold Big Swig. Huck's, where it's always fresh, fast, and friendly.
Our community's healthcare starts at Farrell Hospital Carmi Family Medicine, with providers who care for everyone in your family through all stages of life.
For your convenience, Carmi Family Medicine offers walk-in weekend clinics, Saturdays 9 to 5 and Sunday 1 to 5, for treatment of minor illnesses and injuries.
Quality, relationship-based primary care right here at home in Carmi.
Visit farrellhospital.org to learn more.
The Carmi Kiwanis Club is working hard to make a difference in the community, and it all starts with serving the children of the world. From fundraising efforts with proceeds going directly back into the community to working hand in hand with the Key Club, schools, and much more. At the Carmi Kiwanis Club, we build, and we'd love to welcome you. We meet every Thursday at noon in the White County Farm Bureau basement. Come visit us for lunch, a great program, and learn more about how Kiwanis helps move our region forward.
Little Giant Grocery Outlet is keeping score. Every spike, every touchdown, every bucket all year long. And every product you pick up at your favorite local grocer is also priced to help you stretch your dollar. That's the secret to success at Little Giant. Carefully hunting for the best deals so you can stock your fridge and pantry for less. Shop Little Giant, where the giant stands high in the sky. 7 days a week, 7 to 7.
Carmi White County volleyball season is in full swing, and every serve, every spike, every win starts with community support. At First Bank, we're proud to help our Bulldogs soar higher. When you carry the First Bank Bulldogs debit card, every swipe means a donation from First Bank directly to Carmi White County schools. It's easy to score big for our students. Just shop local and show your Bulldog pride. Supporting Carmi since 1893, First Bank is here for businesses, farmers, families, and future champions. Get your Bulldogs debit card today and help us make great things happen on and off the court. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wabash General Hospital athletic training and sports medicine teams welcome you back to school and sports. Wabash General Hospital proudly serves 13 high schools and 3 junior colleges and is proud to build strong community relationships with area schools and organizations to provide high-quality health care to young people. Learn more by visiting wabashgeneral.com.
Hi, I'm Denton Weiss, inviting you to go to Jansen. Come see us at the dealership just west of town or visit gojansen.com. We've got an incredible selection of new and used vehicles waiting to take you on your next adventure, and a full team of sales consultants and service techs committed to taking care of you. Drop by soon, check us out online at gojansen.com, and find out why more folks choose Jansen. Weekdays 8 to 6, Saturdays till 3.
Welcome to Pro Rehab Carmi, where our passion is getting you back to life faster. It is our privilege to walk with you every step of the way using evidence-based treatments specifically created just for you. Whether it's sports, general orthopedics, or pelvic floor rehab, you are in the right hands. Your results are worth fighting for, and our team fights for you.
Call 384-7872 or visit Pro Rehab on Main in Carmi and get back to life faster.
It's our favorite time of the year, Truck Month at Expressway Ford. Right now we've got an incredible selection of Ford trucks. Big rebates and low APRs make this a fantastic time to buy. Drive home the tough and dependable F-150 or the hardworking Super Duty. Plus, check out our Rangers and Mavericks. See our entire truck inventory at expresswayfordonline.com. All priced to sell. Expressway Ford, #1 for Ford trucks, Mount Vernon, Indiana, USA.
Life can be complicated, but managing your money should be simple. Whether you need to check your balances, deposit a check, pay bills, pay a friend, or transfer money to retirement savings, First Mid Online and Mobile Banking keep your finances simple every step along the way. With First Mid Bank and Trust, you can manage your money anytime right from your smartphone. You can even sign up for real-time alerts to stay on top of your account activity. Learn more about these conveniences at firstmid.com. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. Cole Carter, Jason Craig with you. The Lady Bulldogs have made it 3 in a row as they defeat Newton here at the regional championship, 25-14, 25-11. And again, Cole, great atmosphere, great win, a lot of streaks, a lot of runs. Carmi showing they can come from behind, and also Carmi showing when they can get ahead, they stay ahead.
Yeah, that was, you go back to the first set. Newton gets out to a 5-1 lead, and you're kind of, and this isn't really the most ideal start. Chris Lucas take the timeout, and it came down to, okay, how are we going to respond from this? And you couldn't ask for a better response with how they did. go on that monster run to run away with the first set. We did see Newton score some points there at the end of the first set to kind of get their confidence back, but that second set was all Carmi, and that was a statement. A regional championship is obviously great, but to do so in statement fashion tonight.
So it appears that Chris Lucas has made his way up here to the corner. And first off, Chris, congratulations. A great win. It's great. Three's the charm, so to speak. You beat a team for the third time this year. After you got the little nerves out about, and that may be the timeout that lives in infamy that you called back in set number 1 down 5-1. And after that, everything went your way.
Yeah, we I don't know what we were doing the first 6 points of the game, but and it was a plan of ours that, because number 1's a really good server, and so it was a plan of ours early that if she got a couple points that we were going to call timeout regardless of what the score was, because she's young, she's a really great player, but you know, timeouts throw servers off a lot of times. And so once that happened, I kind of got into them a little bit, and it was just lights out from there. I mean, if our kids play that way, it's going to be really, really tough to beat us down the road.
Well, one thing that really stood out in my mind here was the play at the net, both defensively, offensively. Your team was covering your blockers to perfection. And I know Bierman is their leading go-getter, and I mean, she had to earn, I don't know how many kills she ends up with tonight, but I guarantee you she earned every single one of them.
Yeah, she definitely did, and we I mean, our front row players were unbelievably good tonight. I mean, Callie Winter was phenomenal at the net tonight, and we knew that if we could push the ball out to the pin with our outsides, they couldn't block us. They're really small out there blocking, and Addie did a great job getting Caroline and Jaya the ball all the way to the pin, and they just did what they do. And I mean, I never expected this. I mean, I expected to win, but to do it in that kind of convincing fashion, I don't know why I was surprised, because these kids for the last 4 years have just been like this. I mean, nothing shakes them. The bus was loose and easy on the way over here. I was worried, they weren't worried, and it showed out there. And so, 3 years in a row, 4 out of the last 5 years, pretty special, and we've got hopefully a lot more to go here.
Well, and again, we're still looking on. We started doing some score hopping around. They haven't posted anything on the Carterville-Murfreesboro yet, but we know Massac and Fairfield are coming from the bottom. They've already advanced. You talk about had this draw. We've talked about this. We hinted at it as you were wondering, how Carmi will always get the short end. And tonight you said earlier this year we couldn't have asked for a better draw, and it's starting to come to fruition.
It is, and it has happened the last 3 years. I mean, whenever they shifted and they sent, teams like Nashville and Mater Dei and those teams the other way from us, it was a blessing for us. Not that we can't play with those teams, because we could, but it kind of opens things up. And so we know Fairfield, obviously. We know Massac. Carterville's kind of an unknown. I've watched them a few times. I fully expect that they're going to end up winning that game, but it doesn't matter really. I mean, our kids watch so much film. We prepare them so much for things. Yesterday at practice, for an hour, we just did some hitting line, serve, receive, and then we just talked strategy for probably 30 or 45 minutes. And so going into games, our kids know exactly where kids are going on the other side. We know exactly who to serve. And that's a testament to my assistant coaches, too. I mean, they spend countless hours studying film, and we have a good game plan going in, and we've got awesome kids that executed that to perfection tonight.
Well, and again, this makes number 35 on the year, 35-2. And I know there's still a lot of work to be done, but, just trying to wrap your mind around 35-2.
It's mind-boggling. I mean, the last 4 years, it's just these kids. I mean, I know I say it all the time, but these kids, nothing shakes them. And I know that they can get down 5-1 like they did. And even though I'm frantic in the timeout and the huddle, they're not. And they know that they can pull themselves out of it. And they do. They did. And, you've got experienced kids, and you've got leaders on the floor like Caroline and Jaya, who have been on the floor for 4 years and are two of the best players in the state. And then we've got our middles now that are producing, and we've got our right sides blocking, and Addie, even when Addie has to block, when she's in the front row, she's blocking now. And our serving, I could sit here and go on and on and on. I mean, it's just these kids do exactly what you ask of them. They don't complain. They do everything we want them to do, and they deserve all the things that they've gotten. And so I'm super happy for them, super excited for our seniors that we get to move on, because I know how hard it is for a senior to let it go, but fortunately for us, they don't have to let it go tonight. So.
All right, Chris, we appreciate the time. Again, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And we look forward to talking again next week.
And we appreciate you guys doing these games so much. It's been a blessing for our community and people that can't be here, so thank you guys.
We appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
That's head coach Chris Lucas. And again, we will wrap it up here from Jerry Sloan Gymnasium. Again, Cole, 25-14, 25-11, three-peat. The road continues on. Next stop, Benton.
Yeah, and job's not finished. That's what Coach Lucas's son just texted me. He said, job's not finished. And that's kind of the mindset right now. It's this team, they were expected to win this regional, put it that way. And they're going into the sectional, and they feel like they're expected to win this sectional. They know what the goal is. They know what they're capable of doing, and this was just step one. You got to play who's in front of you, and now they're looking forward to whoever they see on Tuesday.
So that'll do it for us tonight. Again, Carmi wins 25-14, 25-11 over Newton. Carmi is now 35-2 on the year. We will be back on the air Tuesday night, and we will see either Carterville or Murfreesboro, and we'll bring that action to you here on the Sports Tube.
Mm-hmm.
So for Riley, our cameraman, who has disappeared, for Cole Carter, I'm Jason Craig. We'll see you soon.
Every game starts with a solid plan, and so does your insurance.
I'm State Farm Agent James Cook, and whether it's auto, home, life, or health, we're ready to tackle your insurance needs.
We block the risks, protect what matters most, and help ensure that you score big.
So when life causes a fumble, our team is there to help you recover.
Like a good neighbor, James Cook and the State Farm team are there.
Life can be complicated, but managing your money should be simple. Whether you need to check your balances, deposit a check, pay bills, pay a friend, or transfer money to retirement savings, First Mid Online and Mobile Banking keep your finances simple every step along the way. With First Mid Bank and Trust, you can manage your money anytime right from your smartphone. You can even sign up for real-time alerts to stay on top of your account activity. Learn more about these conveniences at firstmid.com. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
The charm of London. The romance of Paris. The trip of a lifetime. Thanks to Escapes Travel and Cruises. June 20th through 28th, 2026. Stroll Westminster. Ride the London Eye. Dine inside the Eiffel Tower. And unpack just once in each city. Book now and save $100 per person. Passports required. Want more? Add an optional 3-night Amsterdam extension. Round trip air from Evansville. Plus 11 meals included. Call Escapes Travel and Cruises today. 618-383-4800.